Coach Corey Wayne, and this is my video coaching newsletter. And the topic of this newsletter is going to be why you should think about things before you respond to a woman, especially when you're filled with fear, when you're worried that things aren't going to work out in your favor. Because when you make decisions or you do things coming from a place of fear or scarcity, 99.9% of the time, your decisions, your actions, and your words will actually bring about more of what you're trying to avoid, which is scarcity and not getting what you want. But when you get yourself into a peaceful, relaxed place and you take your time and you think about things before you say it, maybe you should wait a day. It's less is always more with women anyways. And so if you're like in an emotional state, like I got to respond right now, oh my God, if I don't do something, I'm going to have a freak out. It's best just to walk away, put the phone down, put the crack pipe down, and let it go, man, and respond to her the next day. Because otherwise, when you put your foot in your mouth and you do or say something out of neediness that you're going to regret later, you're going to end up realizing you're going to blow things with girls that you had a great chance with just because you acted like a jackass when you responded because you were impatient. I've got an email here from a viewer, and he says, so this girl I've been dating, she mentions to me that she has a circle of male friends and having a social circle. He says, I brush it off the shoulder and I go with the flow. She mentions she's out with guys when I call her and she tells me it's just friends. He says, this is where I fuck up. I reacted, Corey. He says, I sparked it off from showing her 1% of jealousy. Again, the second time she was out, I call her and it was in the evening she had been with guys again. This had me worked up and I began making stupid remarks like, listen to this. He says, I will come there and see what guys you are with. In other words, well, I'm going to come and see if any of these guys are better than me. It's like you're basically communicating that you think there's a lot of other guys out there that are better for her than you. And if you keep communicating that over and over and over again to a woman, eventually she's going to go, you know what? You're right. There are plenty of other guys that are better than you. And that's what she's going to do. She's going to go date some other dude instead of you because you're acting like a needy, insecure jackass because you haven't dealt with your own fucking bullshit issues yet. He says, I ended the phone call with her and she asked me to text her to check on her later. She replies explaining, we'll talk tomorrow. Yeah, it's like your job is to create it. When the texting, the phone is creating an opportunity for sex to happen. It's simply making a date. Not acting like a needy, insecure jackass who's worried that the moment that you're not with her, some other dude's going to come along and steal her. A guy who's successful with women, an alpha male, has the attitude of, there's nobody out there that can compare to me. And if by chance she should choose another dude over me, it's her fucking loss. And that's the way you feel. It's like, so what? You move on. Because when you act this way, all you're going to do is turn a girl off and make her, it's going to communicate that you're not successful with women. You ain't got jack shit going on in your personal life. He says, after she says, we'll talk tomorrow, he says, now I've been oblivious to knowing that and her saying that she had wanted nothing to do with me for my immature behavior. Yeah, you turned her off, dude. And he says, man, if I could only turn the clock back, this bullshit would not have happened. He said, I had a potential girlfriend here, Corey, and it's the behavior I was demonstrating to her that was bad. He says, I feel as though sometimes I can't help it, but I learned the lesson. Yeah, it's like the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and over again and expecting a different result. I know this particular guy because he's written to me before, and so you've been reading and watching my videos for a while, and you didn't maintain your emotional center, and therefore you became unglued, and you fucking blew it. And so until you're able to exercise restraint in these situations and do the right things, this is what's going to continue to happen. The definition of insanity, like I said, is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. So next time, more than likely, when you got a girl that you really like, you'll realize that your actions are going to fuck it up. Why? Because case in point. And so, I don't know, maybe this will be the last time you ever do it. Maybe it's going to take you 5 more girls that you blow it with before you finally realize, you know what, it's really stupid of me to continue to act like a needy, insecure jackass because it always gets me rejected. He says, I learned a lesson and to think before I say things. I hope she gets on well with her life. Plenty of fish in the sea, right? I hope you can give me some input. Repetition's the mother of skill, dude. You just got to keep practicing, lick your wounds, get right back on the horse, and keep going. But the one thing I will say is the phone is for setting dates and appointments. It's not for chit-chatting or acting like her overprotective, overbearing, needy, insecure potential boyfriend. Because all you're going to do is talk yourself right out of sleeping with her and talk her out of wanting to have anything to do with you. So if you got a question you want to ask me, go to my website, click the Contact Me tab, which will be in the left-hand side of your screen, and send me 1 to 2 paragraphs max. And just give me several days to get back to you with a response. If you want to talk to me right away, the quickest way to get my help is to book a paid phone coaching session. You can do that by going to my website, click the Products tab at the top of your screen, and just follow the instructions. If you want a digital version of my Kindle ebook, on my website, underneath the email sign-up box, is a box that has a link that'll take you right to the Amazon Kindle download page. And once you get there, if you don't have a Kindle device, just download one of their free e-reader apps for whatever electronic device you want to read my book on. And if you appreciate the value of the information I offer in this video newsletter, the articles on my website, and my ebook, you can show your appreciation right now by going to my website and on the Wibbia toolbar at the bottom of your screen, click the PayPal donate button and donate any amount that you feel is equal to the value of the information. And I will talk to you soon.